Hello out there, Smoothie World. I am Mr. Dub, and this is Mrs. Dub. We just wanted to share with you our journey and some of the recommendations and things that we're doing to help us to be successful. We're going to give you our top 5 tips. Top 5. Miss Dub?
Okay. So the first step is mental preparation. So your mental prep. So that would be pretty much getting your mindset where you're taking it in that you're getting ready to go on a lifestyle journey, and it's a process, and getting the idea that this is a diet way out of your mind. So you need to kind of mentally prepare. This is way before you get the groceries. This is like when you're in the house thinking, okay, I'm going to do this. And that first step is getting yourself mentally prepared to go on this journey and just to enjoy that journey and not take it as a diet. So that's step 1. Do you want to add more to the mental prep?
That's it. This is a lifestyle change, not just a dietary plan. The 10 days are only the introduction to changing the way that you carry yourself as it pertains to eating.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, so the second of the top 5 is meal prepping. So, where my husband and I work, we're blessed to have an actual cafeteria in our building. There's pros and cons of that. So the pros are you can get salads and all that good stuff, but then the cons are you can be tempted to, eat things outside of what you need to eat. So meal prepping is your grace, your saving grace. We also work in a place where there's always someone going away, someone always retiring, someone always getting promoted. So with that being said, there's always cake. There's always other things that, you know what I mean? Like there's always stuff that's going to tempt you whenever you're getting ready to do, any type of lifestyle change. So with the meal prepping, you prepare yourself. It's like your backup. It's like your ammo. So whenever there's a going away or something like that, you can bring your smoothie with you and you'll sit there and enjoy the activities, but you have that discipline. Without that meal prepping, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting yourself up to backslide. You're setting yourself up to fail, and then once you fail, you're mentally going to start thinking, okay, I can't do this, but you can. So number 2 of the top 5 is definitely meal prepping. Do you want to add something for the meal prepping?
Yep. Yeah, with the meal prep, just make sure you do not get caught slipping. Average of 3 meals per day equaling 1 smoothie, and all of your snacks in between. Once you get on track,
that's more than 3 days.
Well,
you want to make sure.
Well, your 3 smoothies
per day,
yeah, and then you have
snacks.
your snacks in between. Yeah. So once you get on track, you should feel like you're eating pretty much all day. Mm-hmm. I run around in meetings all day long. At a minimum, I'm carrying a bottle of water and a snack. That snack could be a boiled egg. The snack could be peanuts. It could be an apple. But never get caught slipping to where you're sitting there in starvation mode, because now you're going to start thinking outside of the realm of the parameters of the smoothie itself. That's all I have.
Yeah, so then since you brought up snacks, that's our third of the top 5 is your snack prep. So obviously with the meal prep, you're going to have your 3 smoothies, but then you also need to have your snack prep because you're going to want to have those things in between, because if you're like JJ said in the book, and everything that we're saying is in the book, and this is my husband, this is our 5th, 6th, 7th, I don't know.
What day?
Times that we've done the green smoothie. Yeah. So yeah, we've done it several times, and each time we've gained a different insight. We've learned something different. It's been different experiences every time. So one thing we've learned is snack prepping is as vital as your smoothie preps. So that would be, like you said, the boiled egg.
70 calories a pop.
Yes, 70 or 78. 70 calories.
70 calories, no more
than 2. 1 boiled egg, no more than 2 a day. And honestly, when you first start out, I would kind of try to just do veggies and fruit and stuff like that, and that's it. But, 2 boiled eggs at the most, and don't be sneaky and try to fry the egg. Boiled egg. You can have cucumbers, anything crunchy, any type of nut, unsalted, uncandied, Don't try to be slick. Say it's not. It's unsalted, but it's got sugar on it. So no. So unsalted, unsweetened nuts, and only a certain amount. And read her book. It has that stuff in there. And also with the meal prep of step 2 and the snack prep of step 3, also keep yourself hydrated. Keep that water going. And for every smoothie, chug some water, every snack, drink some water, and keep yourself, to where you're eating every 3 to 4 hours so that your metabolism starts, building up. If you start kind of just doing just the smoothies, your body's not getting that nutrients every 3 to 4 hours to where your metabolism starts to speed up. So that's not good. Did you have something to add for the snack prep?
No. Just to elaborate on the smoothie, me personally, what works for me in the beginning, we used to sip on the smoothies. Me personally, I treat it like a meal. I sit down and I take that bad boy down.
And chew it, yeah.
I think of it like taking the smoothie. To me is like a fat medicine. If you had a cough and you were going to take some NyQuil, would you sip on your NyQuil? Probably not. You want to just go on and get it out of the way and let it go inside of your body and let it do what it does. Soon as I have the smoothie, I immediately take down a full bottle of water. After a while of this regimen, it's just going to get easier and easier and easier. If you need to rerun your smoothie throughout the blender, Ninja Blender is our choice. Run that, literally has a smoothie button on there. Run that smoothie cycle twice. It'll make it a little bit more fine and easy to take down. Yes, you should take your time and chew the chunks and let it go down to give it the time to expand on your stomach, and the water helps that as well. One thing that I will throw out there, snack wise, I was overdoing the fruit. I recently saw a post from JJ that your primary and only snack should be the apple, and I won't go into detail. You might want to look into the books. Where it talks about the natural sugars that we're already intaking from the smoothie, and you don't want to overdo it with the additional natural sugars from the other fruit. So stick specifically to the banana and the unsweetened. Specifically to the apple and the unsweetened peanut butter. That's all I got.
Okay, so number 4 on our top 5 is to stay mentally busy. My husband's typically mentally busy, physically busy at work, but I have a tendency to where not only do I emotionally eat, but when I eat, when I'm working, I'm used to snacking on things. If I'm bored, I used to snack. If I'm tired, I grab something to eat. So keep yourself mentally busy so you don't fall into that lull to where you're grabbing extra stuff outside of your meal plan. Like I said, number 4 pretty much stacks on top of 2 and 3. As long as you have your smoothies prepared ahead of time, and everything has to be done ahead of time, and your snack preps are ahead of time, number 4 would just fall in line to where you're spacing everything out. One thing that my husband had done for me is he sent me an alarm on my phone. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but he sent me an alarm on my phone to where I would remind myself to eat every 3 to 4 hours, because I had the tendency of having a smoothie and maybe I wasn't feeling that day, because there are some days where the certain recipe for that day, it's good for you from a health perspective, but maybe it's not your flavor that you like or whatever. And I would just go to the point where I'm not going to drink another smoothie. And then I would starve. And the very thing that she says, I believe it's on page 39, is do not starve yourself. So stay mentally busy, but have those safeguards, those parameters in place to where you're constantly eating, but you're eating healthy stuff. And you kind of get to the point where after the first couple days, you're no longer eating because you're bored. You're no longer eating because you're tired, because the smoothies are giving you all those nutrients that you need, and you're more alert, more mentally sharp, so that you're not, cheating, if that makes sense. Did you want anything to add about the staying?
Just with the eat cycles, that's a good starter, as she threw out with the time frame. However, the more you get on board with eating right, your metabolism will spike. Mm-hmm. Once you get your body rolling in the manner that it should be, you'll find yourself hungry almost like a newborn. Every hour to every 1 to 1.5 hours, you should all of a sudden feel this I'm starving.
Mm-hmm.
This is your opportunity to give your body what it wants, and what it needs. So many times in life we make the bad decisions. You get really hungry, you go get that bag of chips. You get really hungry, you go get some slices of pizza. You get the burger, or we starve ourselves, and then we sit down and we overeat, and we're stretching our stomachs. But with eating right and going down on a smoothie, your stomach actually rescinds. It gets smaller. Over time. Now it takes a lot less to fill you. You'll be surprised when you take a little bit of tuna and put it with some spinach or some kale, and you get halfway through it and you're stuffed as you're drinking water with it. So just something to keep in mind with the eat cycles.
So the last one of the top 5 is mental prep again. And it's not that it's just the first thing to think of and the last thing to think of. This is a continual process of the mental prep, because whether it's your first time doing a green smoothie challenge or your 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th time, it's still something that you have to mentally kind of keep yourself on par so that you're not slipping or cheating or whatever. So for the mental prep, know and understand your barriers. So if you know that you're someone that, like, we're both in school, so when we take classes, we're used to, like, at least for me, I don't know about you, but at least for me, I'm used to snacking while I am on the laptop. So mentally preparing myself. If there's a going away, I already know, boom, let me make sure I pack my lunchbox so that I can take my lunchbox with me, so that I'm not sitting there smelling the food, being tempted, torturing myself, and I can get through it a little bit easier. And another one that's on page 44 of her book is give yourself a break. If you mentally feel as though doing the 3 smoothies a day is too challenging or too overwhelming, take it day by day, smoothie by smoothie. So start out with just one smoothie. Give yourself a goal of finishing that smoothie within a certain time frame. The book says to sip on your smoothies, and rightfully so. I've learned for myself that if I don't finish it in one sitting, or while I'm sitting there within like 30 minutes, it ends up lingering on to where my lunch smoothie would be, and then I end up possibly not getting through the rest of my smoothies. So just take it smoothie by smoothie, day by day. So if you realize that doing the 3 smoothies a day is too challenging, at least commit yourself to 1 smoothie a day, and then a healthy lean lunch or a healthy lean dinner, or vice versa whenever you do your smoothie. One thing that worked for me is I drink one of the smoothies while I'm on my way to work. That way I know for sure by the time I get to work, that first smoothie is done. The next one, I normally start getting hungry for the next smoothie about 10 or 11. So in between that, I've had an apple or something like that. And then, I try to make sure my smoothie is done by the time lunch is over. So that's an hour. So you have an hour to sip that smoothie or drink that smoothie and down some water. And then by the time I get home, I just have that 1 smoothie left, unless I've drank that one on the way home. So definitely know and understand and accept those barriers. We all have different levels. We all are coming from different places, in our lives. So take that into consideration. Give yourself a break and be realistic. This is not a diet. So this is a lifestyle change. And with any change, it's a process. And we all didn't get to this place overnight. So to reverse those bad eating habits, especially like myself, I love sweets. I have a sweet tooth. I love carbs. And I love salt. So in order to, unravel years of bad eating, it's a process. So with that process, give yourself a break. Don't starve. If you're not feeling a smoothie right then, go grab yourself an apple, get you some of that unsalted peanut butter. Find your favorite apple. My favorite apple is the yellow one. I forgot the name of it, but Honey Crisp is the one we've been eating, and I love them. Find your favorite apple and, tear that mess up. Eat it with the peanut butter if you have to. But, I don't know. Is that it?
I think you pretty much hit it.
Okay,
Nail on the head.
So yes. So welcome to the Green Smoothies. If you've done it before, first time, One thing I can say is it was easier for my husband and I to jump on board with the green smoothies because most of the churches that we were members of did the Daniel's fast. So it was easier for us to go, sorry, kind of talking too much, but either way, whatever level you're starting out at, whatever experience level you have, take it day by day, smoothie by smoothie, and read her book. And that's it. Okay, I'm done. Okay.
Thank you for joining us on the Green Smoothie Journey.
Bye.